think we're...
I got yours, Holland.
Oh, thank you, Dave.
We're live.
I've got a case of the Mondays.
Iron Palace Podcast. Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of the Iron Palace Podcast, the world's most anabolic podcast. And as proof, we entered a 43-year-old athlete into a Highland game competition with some high-level competitors that we didn't let him throw anything for a year and subjected him to a very high dose of this podcast and let him loose. So how'd you do, Holland?
Oh, yeah. I
would say 43, wasn't me.
yeah.
The immortal words of Shaggy.
Yeah.
Wasn't me.
came away with 2 seconds and 2/3 and place finishes and I guess 4th overall.
There you have it.
And
That's
yeah.
proof.
Yeah, all I did was listen to the podcast
For a year.
yeah, for an entire year.
He texted me. I texted him yesterday. I said, how'd you do? He said, I got 4th. I said, not bad for someone who hadn't thrown. He said, all I did was a podcast. That's all you need.
That's all it takes.
I mean, that's it. Just proof.
Well, with us today, we have our guest that should have been here last week. So
My bad.
he got his introduction last week, so I guess I'll write him, or I wrote him a new one. So we'll see if it's as good as the first time around. And I've already forgot what button it
So
is.
here's a guess. It
Let's
has
see.
2 introductions.
The,
But only
the old double
one.
troll is what
Two
Uh,
introductions, one showing.
I would hear this one before you say 2, maybe like 1.5.
Oh, okay.
1.5.
So you
Yeah.
didn't really try that hard on this one.
I didn't say it. He did. Yep.
he tried
So,
hard on one of them. You guys,
you
beat the judge.
wasted the good
You
attempt.
only got one shot. All right.
He had one in the chamber. Next one's a blank.
Yep. So here we go. Here's Michael.
It's
The bad part is that was his 4th draft. Of that one.
No, I'm just
he worked on it all night
Yeah.
long.
Spent hours.
I'm just kidding.
He asked me at lunch, "Should I call him Mike or Michael?"
I'm just kidding. I did write you an actual one, so we'll do it now. If you want to hear his actual introduction, then check out last week. But now that he's back and somewhat handsomer than ever, he once tamed a dragon. He lifted 500 pennies with his little finger. The man that once struck out with Martha Stewart and went 5 rounds with Jake Paul all in the same night. This is Michael, the Puddle Pirate, Cottney.
Puddle pirate my ass.
Well, what'd you think?
It was all right, other than the puddle pirate crap.
Well, I did keep that from last week, so you can hear that a second
Okay.
time.
Because, I actually sailed in real water. I was in the Navy, not the Coast Guard.
Yeah, but this is a way funnier nickname. And I almost messed up last week. I should have kept it because I almost called you Courtney last week.
Yeah, no.
Because apparently Cottney is not spelled correctly.
No. It's spelt right. You just can't pronounce it.
No, I pronounced it right, but the iPad says it's not. It's got the little squiggly red line. It says
iPad
C-O-T.
no.
That's not a real word.
C-O-T-N-E-Y. Cottney.
Cottney.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Apple knows an alias when it sees it.
Yeah.
Apple's like, that's
Yeah.
not his real
yeah.
name.
Not his real name.
His real name, James Hoffa.
All right,
Well-
time to go.
To kick the...
I'll suddenly have an appointment that I
What time
forgot.
is it
So
again?
you know what? Work just called me in again. So today's icebreaker is, what prehistoric animal would you like to have as a pet?
Saber-toothed tiger.
It's fitting. Dave?
I don't know, man. What do trilobites eat?
What a what eat?
Trilobite, whatever you want to call it. What do they eat?
I don't even know what you just
I
said.
don't know if I'm like equipped to take care of it. I don't want to be neglectful of my prehistoric pet.
Because you only get one.
Yeah.
And that's really pushing it.
Yeah. Raptor would be really expensive. No, they're not
Yeah.
that big.
Not
Can I
that-
get a Jurassic Park size raptor, or does it have to be anatomically correct?
let's just assume anatomically correct. I don't know why.
It really narrows the field down.
It does.
Quite a bit.
Well-
Raptor too small, not big enough to be cool.
Okay, we'll do like the
T-Rex, a little too big.
Yeah.
let's just imagine
Constantly
it's
having to
like
get stuff for it.
it's like the Spy Kids 2 or is it 2 where they had the little mini zoos? You know what I'm talking
I
about?
want the thumb guys.
Not the thumb thumbs.
Oh.
No.
Is that an option?
No, they're not prehistoric.
Well, you switched it to Spy Kids.
I said like the Spy Kids mini zoos. So
Oh.
Yeah.
not anatomically correct dinosaurs.
Oh, so just
Oh,
like
little
but
mini
table
versions?
size?
yes,
Yeah.
that's what I'm trying to say.
Pokemons.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So that totally changes it again.
Didn't expect you to be the one to say Pokemon, but okay.
Hey, I got a young kid.
Fair enough.
He
I was just sitting here thinking, am I the only
Actually, my
person that
wife
hasn't
does too,
watched
so.
Spy Kids?
You've never watched Spy Kids?
No.
I've only seen the first one.
That's.
Oh, you almost said it.
I did.
To be fair,
To be fair.
To be fair,
To be fair.
to be fair,
the first one is the best one. So
3D was cool.
cool, but not good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that stuff gives me a headache.
Yeah, Sylvester Stallone really.
He was in it.
Stallone was in a
Yeah.
Spy Kids movie.
Yeah, he was
Stallone was in the Spy Kids movie.
everyone was in the Spy Kids movies.
That's true.
You'd be
Tony Shalhoub.
surprised.
Tony Shalhoub was in Spy Kids. Yeah, I mean Antonio Banderas plays the dad.
He's so dreamy.
Who played the mom?
Yes,
I don't remember because
I know what she looks like, but I don't
Kevin
remember her
Selma
name.
Hayek.
Kevin James.
Sure.
No, I would have remembered if it was Selma Hayek.
Yeah, I would have seen it.
Antonio was
I would have watched it.
Antonio was the hot one in that movie.
Oh, and
I'm not sure if I've missed a Selma Hayek movie.
what's the dude's name?
Across the Universe.
What's the dude's name from Machete?
Danny Trejo.
Danny Trejo is also in it.
What?
Yeah.
Yep.
You know about him meeting Selma Hayek? You ever
Yeah, I heard about that.
The tattoo
Yeah,
artist?
yeah.
You know that when he was in prison, he was like, they said he was the toughest guy in there.
Yeah, I've heard
Nobody
that.
messed with him.
That's not shocking to me. You've seen him in Machete?
They scared him. Everybody was scared of
shocking
him.
I'm really glad that wasn't on you. And all it would have done was make extra work for me. So
Edit.
yeah, I try to not edit, but they make sure I do.
What? Us?
Anyway,
Alright.
I'd get some kind of pterodon.
Some kind of pterodon.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
One of the flying. They're not dinosaurs. Like pterodactyls.
Pterodactyl things.
Yeah.
What are the,
They're not
what are the
technically
fly?
wings. Yeah.
Don't you,
Yeah.
That's the universal symbol of pterodon.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. Our one of our editors is deaf, and I've been training in sign language. That's for the deaf community until we get subtitles. They know pterodon.
I will be fact checking this. As soon as this is over, I'm sending this clip. I'm sending this clip to Austin. Saying, what does this mean?
It's Portuguese sign language, but it means pterodon.
Oh.
It's Portuguese.
Portuguese.
Who you training sign language with?
You got to be ready for all occasions. Stay ready. I got to get ready. I'm
Look, do you know sign language?
Yeah.
Only in Portuguese.
I've really been trying to get around to American Sign Language.
Yeah,
but
I know several sign language. What's that, bisexual or whatever? I forget the word for it, but I know a few of them. Anyway, Colin, what's your pet?
I don't know how to say it in Portuguese, but
just make up a hand sign, and apparently that's accurate. Canonically correct over here, apparently.
what's saber-toothed tiger?
Don't.
Fair enough.
This is going to be something. It's like asking him to do Triceratops. You know it's not going to come out good.
It's Triceratops. That's actually, yeah. I think that's
That's my answer, but I'm not going to ask what the Portuguese hand sign is.
You got to drop trout for that one.
See what I mean?
I've only got two hands free. It's two horns. You need a third.
2 horns up close.
Yeah.
I mean, the third horn on a Triceratops is smaller.
Awful small horn.
What people don't know is if you flick it,
Have you ever been charged by a Triceratops?
yeah,
Flick that third horn.
and then run because you've only got a second before things get a lot worse.
Ooh, it's getting hot in here.
So, Michael, you got any dogs?
I got 2 cats.
That's good. I know you haven't listened to last week's yet because as of recording, it's not out yet. But that's my question to get away from David talking.
You got any dogs?
You got any dogs? It's worked so far. Figure might as well keep it going. So what kind of cat you got?
Either of them saber-toothed.
Yeah, they're both saber-toothed.
Hell yeah.
One's a constant zoomer. Martha. Can't get her to stop. Martha.
So that's the Martha you struck out with.
Yes, that's the Martha I struck her out with.
I knew it.
No, we got her on July 3rd. So Connie called her Martha from Martha, Washington. Pretty cool.
Smart.
Yeah. And then Circuit. She's just a lazy fat cat. But I love her.
That's good.
She's awesome. She's a snuggle buddy.
To circle back to the Triceratops.
I thought we were trying to get away from that.
I don't know. I just thought of something.
The cat thing was a little boring, so
Well, I just thought about it. You think that's going to be the next argument where women say it's safer in the wild with a Triceratops than with a...
Well, we've seen on Jurassic Park, they get pretty docile, especially in labor. You can lay on them, feel them breathe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next to a big pile of crap.
Yeah.
You know that film's accurate.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I've heard.
I didn't see him flip the third horn, though.
Because they knew not
Does that
to.
look like Hawaii to you?
Yeah.
I'm gonna get that framed up at like a Ripley's
to.
or something. What do you guys? Go ahead. we were Rorschaching my birthmark.
Mm-hmm.
It's shaped like the Hawaiian Islands.
It is.
We should have traced it and made it our logo.
We should have.
What if we traced all of our birthmarks and made one weird looking logo?
I've got a picture of Hollins on my phone. It's shaped like a strawberry.
Anyway,
Hey, so
please talk about something.
well, when he was talking about the sign language for pterodon, maybe
Yeah.
I was watching this documentary about language and the development of language and stuff, and it was this part of it. They were in it was in an orphanage in, I want to say Brazil, but it was South America.
Speaking of
somewhere.
Portuguese,
And it was just for, they just had they had all these, it was just orphan deaf children, and they were trying to bring people in that were trained in sign language,
Dave,
to help these kids learn how to communicate and stuff. And what they found when they got down there is these kids had developed their own sign language.
Dave, these are your people.
they were down there like throwing up blood and stuff.
Well, like, and they started working with them.
Lunch.
Well, they started working with these kids and teaching them, conventional sign language.
Probably
And
Portuguese.
And in doing so, probably since it's Brazil, that's what made me think of it. But like they had developed, I mean, a completely a complete language in sign that they had learned and taught
their
themselves.
own personal language.
As
That's awesome.
like
Smart
I would
kids.
include dabbing in mine 110%.
I don't know if these kids were exposed to dabbing before.
Well,
you know,
we got to get down there and straighten them out. If it hasn't been introduced to that ecosystem yet, it needs to be. Every developed nation should be dabbing at this point, regardless of hearing impairment.
I feel you. We need to spread
More
that
dabs in more
around.
places.
More dabs. And more, that's Cam.
If Trump was still president, they'd be dabbing by now.
You said, I feel there should be more dabs. You regret coming on here yet, Michael?
No,
Not yet.
not yet.
Not still early.
We're 15 minutes in.
I haven't got the full dose of Dave yet.
Don't worry.
It's coming. I just got to flick the third horn.
I'm not trying to get me too'd again.
Oh. Yeah.
Well, I can't
What you
think
got,
of
Caleb?
I can't think of a better segue. So just, how'd yesterday go for you, Michael?
I actually went pretty good.
Well, to everybody else, it
Comparing.
was like 2 weeks ago, but to us, it was yesterday. We don't mind to tell people how the cookies are made over here.
How the cookies are made.
How they wound up burnt.
Yeah, they're going to watch us burn live.
Are they?
I don't know.
Really?
Not literally.
When they get around to it, maybe
Yeah.
a couple days after.
I mean, it's going to air like 2 weeks late, so maybe not live, but like,
Okay.
it's like whenever you like, you know how like we still see the star, but really it's dead.
it's live adjacent.
Yeah.
Well, no, I did pretty good. I was on the field, so I mean, I was happy about that.
That was your first time competing in a year, wasn't it?
Year and a half. Yeah, the last time I competed was Middle Tennessee,
Last year.
2 years ago.
It's been almost 2 years since you competed. I thought it was only one.
No, it was September of 2022. Last time I competed.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're talking about competing in a Highland game.
Yeah,
That's
I
good
thought,
podcasting,
Yeah.
Holland.
I know. I thought about that for a minute ago. I was like, we never really talked about what it was.
Yeah.
We're on it. It's been a while since we've done like an actual interview style thing. We really just have people on here and we laugh a lot. It's,
He's attempting amateur surgery at the Learning Annex.
I mean,
Yeah.
you liked Alan's
Yeah.
laugh so much you brought him back.
Yeah. Just to have him in the corner. It's always good to have a Yeti in the corner, you know?
yeah. You want the Yeti to be on your side. If it's,
Believe it or not, they're nesting animals. They like to let's get cozy.
Yeah. They have a pouch in their belly.
Yeah, they're marsupials. Most people don't know that. Like dragons.
only the people on the end know that, actually.
You haven't lived
no,
until you've been in a
I,
Yeti pouch.
Yeah.
I ended up 5th out of 9 in our group, so it wasn't too bad.
So what you're saying is that you've only been listening to the podcast and not throwing, and you still...
Yeah, I got to listen to more. I need more Iron Palace.
Clip it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes,
we're not... Thought we were like live chat or
That's a
something.
new sound bite.
That's it right there. That's going on one of these.
Yeah. I need
One of these sound buttons over here, that's going to be it.
I need more Iron Palace.
That one too is going to be a second one.
Backup.
We're gonna
Two
have to get
sound pads in case I hit the wrong one, which I do often,
And
buttons are hard.
yes.
Yeah.
especially when you got 8 of them.
Woo.
The sad part is I had to count real quick
The good part is you didn't have to use your fingers.
that you know
The
of.
bad part is there's actually 9.
Don't look.
I want to go count the buttons now.
It's
Count your
fine.
buttons.
Trust.
Yeah, there's 9.
But see, I didn't have to use my fingers because my toes are down there.
We've always said he's got the feet of a chimp.
Not to me. You've never said that.
Oh.
Me and Holland have said it
yeah.
a lot.
Anyways, who's got an ad?
The Kentucky Open, August 17th. I remember the name and the date because I'm doing really good podcasting today.
Yeah,
Holland.
buddy.
Somerset, Kentucky. I don't know what day of the week it is, but I'm going to say anyway. Sunday. Kids' seats still just $5.
I think
Pretty sure it's on a Saturday.
Yeah, I'm
but
pretty certain.
Monster Jam's always on a Sunday.
Sunday. Yeah.
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 Sunday.
I guess Saturday doesn't
No.
It doesn't roll off
It
the tongue.
doesn't,
as well.
it doesn't roll off the tongue very good.
roll off the tongue very well.
No.
You got to flip it.
Put your thing down, flip it, and reverse it, some would say.
Missy Elliott would say that.
Yeah. Something on my nipple clamp. Yeah, I think is what she said.
So Kentucky Open.
It should be a good time. How many of us are going?
I think everybody except Michael in this room is going.
So
David doesn't have a choice.
Alan, David, you, me, Alex. Is Jake going?
I don't know.
Because he was talking about going to one of them, either the Hacking.
I think that's the one he's going to. The
I'm
Hacking
going to
Denny.
try to go.
You're going to compete, or you just
No,
going
I'm
to
just
go?
going to go watch.
Pervert.
I want to let the Stones.
I want to get from hiding behind
You see
something.
eyes behind the curtain.
Just not even up front, just behind the big projector screen. Just,
One of them cheap toy, like Spy Kid, like kit periscopes over the top.
Oh, yeah. But it's not even one he bought. You're going to make it out of cardboard and aluminum foil.
Right.
He's going to, hey, I've got advice. Your cup phone roll under the.
Hold this.
It's long distance.
Pull the string tight.
Yeah. Pull it taut. And all you're going to hear is, what? What?
What?
There it is.
But yeah, if I can get off work, I'm going to go.
It should
Someone's
be
going
good.
to get called into work again.
Yeah.
I mean, it should be a good time. I mean, Clint Poor does not do anything halfway.
No.
No.
He puts on a
I just want to.
production.
I want to lift the Buffvilles Stones.
Yeah,
We'll be up there.
Get in the book. Get the T-shirt. It's
I want to wear the crown.
It's yeah.
There's a crown?
He has a crown.
He has a crown.
I didn't get to wear the crown.
Clint didn't. He thought your head was too fat for it.
I got a smaller head.
No, he was already on his cut by the time we went up there.
We're still making these jokes. But anyways, yeah, I think all of us are going to be there August 17th. Dave's going bound and gagged, but that's just normal anyway.
Yeah,
That's just the way Dave travels.
Yeah, that's just how he travels.
August 17th.
Yeah.
What's the second?
June 2nd is the
Hackendenny.
Hackendenny.
Okay, that's the one I'm trying to go to.
Yeah, that's the Hackendenny Classic numero dos.
Yep.
So
And the 17th is what?
the Kentucky Open.
Kentucky Open.
With
Yeah.
a live podcast
Yep.
and a record breaker.
Yeah, boy. We got to find some records and break them.
Yep. I'm really excited. I mean, I was looking forward to the Hackendenny.
Yeah.
If I compete, do I need a onesie?
No.
That's good.
Now you can do it. in
Actually,
one
wait. Yes, you do.
Yes.
thing. Yeah.
He
you done
does.
said no.
Yes.
It has to have little dinosaurs
The
on it.
certified USAWA referee and the soon-to-be one have said you have to wear one. That's rules. Sorry, I don't write the rules. I just enforce them.
It's USAWA's World War
Oh, it's a
VII.
singlet. That's my bad. I thought it was a onesie.
To you, it's a onesie.
Same thing.
Must have the feet and the butt flap.
I was just about to say the butt
I'll
flap.
get the
Yeah.
Bucky's one.
Yeah.
That would be awesome. I need to find out if Bucky's makes a singlet,
They do make a onesie.
and that can become a singlet.
I've seen Bill Baxter's. He's got one,
Of course.
and he's wore it for Christmas.
That doesn't.
What are you and Bill doing?
No, he's got pictures on his Facebook page.
Sounds like they're being real cozy.
Yeah. Sounds like a fun Christmas. I don't know.
I picture you and him in onesies gathered around his little caber Christmas trees.
Drinking hot chocolate. I mean,
Yep.
come on.
singing Christmas carols.
Yep, just on the little rug, feet up. Just,
I'm a little Highland athlete. Here I am.
yep.
And then he acted like he was shocked at first. You see, that's how he does. He acts like, oh,
Yeah.
ugh.
In his back of his head, he's excited.
Yeah.
He had
wants
the
to join in.
whole thing.
He wants
pictured.
he wants a onesie too.
He sends mixed signals.
Yeah.
I didn't think they were mixed at all.
He was straightforward. He wants a onesie.
A Bucky's onesie, yes.
Damn right.
But to answer your question, you can wear a singlet.
We already answered the question.
is-
Holland, do not change
is
it.
Don't confuse me.
A onesie and a pink boa. Mandatory.
But I can wear a singlet.
You wear a singlet with a t-shirt under. No, you can just wear a singlet. You don't have to have a t-shirt on under the singlet.
No, that's a game changer.
Or you can wear a t-shirt and shorts as long as the shorts don't go below the knee and the sleeves of your t-shirt don't go past your elbow.
Okay.
The singlet without a shirt,
Yeah,
that's a game changer.
Now I think
You wear a shirt with yours, don't you?
You have to in
powerlifting.
Yeah, in
Yeah,
powerlifting.
powerlifting, you have
Depending
to.
on the federation, you have
Yeah.
to.
Can I wear a singlet without the bottom half?
please.
Is
You have to
that,
wear the whole.
That'd be
singlet?
hilarious.
is that still a singlet?
It
like
was.
I think then
It's
just
a halfie.
I would love to watch you argue with Clint about
You wear a
that.
halflet.
Yeah.
The next time Clint is on here, you have to
Use
ask
like
him.
the squiggly scissors you get in kindergarten. Kind of church it up a little bit on the bottom.
The design scissors your
Yeah.
mom buys for scrapbooking
Yeah.
that no one ever uses but you.
Yeah.
With the little heart stamp outs.
Yep.
I make
You do
good fringes.
Do the cool little corners.
Dude, if I like get some good fringes, give a quick twirl before I lift, son.
Buddy, I can scrap the hell out of a book. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
making my freedom ring over here just talking about
make
it.
my squirrels run.
Wide open, son. Made my dolphins jump. You feel me?
But ultimately, it's up to the meat director, like if he wants to allow one thing or another.
It doesn't surprise me at all that you went there, Dave.
Sounds like the manager at a Subway.
So
The meat director.
Is that the name? That has
I
to
need
be
to
their
talk to the
name.
meat director.
If I worked at Subway and I was a manager, I would. My first action as
Name
manager
tag, meat
would
director,
be
Caleb Day.
change that.
Yeah,
Can I speak to the manager? Slow your roll there, buddy.
I am
Meat
the-
director.
Sandwich artist, meat director.
Yep. Get your story straight.
They really throw around the word artist at Subway for a long time.
I know.
They're really gung ho on it.
I mean, and you're telling them how to do it.
Yeah.
I'll
Just
have
like
to send you my membership.
I mean,
fees
what
and stuff
what
with
kind of
it, too.
art is
yeah.
there in there?
It's just like
Tell them how to
Starbucks.
do it.
You know, it's like a paint by numbers. You're not an artist if you do a paint by numbers.
Yeah.
Well,
What if you paint by someone else's numbers?
It's only if you paint by your own.
what if you're
numbers.
dyslexic? on numbers.
That could be an interesting painting.
The whole thing's red. Look at it.
I look at a page of numbers. I turn to the dude from Black Ops. Mason, what do they mean? They're everywhere. I can't comprehend them.
Or if you're colorblind.
Now we're really getting here.
I've got some
You're
good names of some
colorblind and
colorblind
dyslexic. You're like, so you got the numbers mixed up.
people. Ladies and gentlemen,
And you
Van
can't pick
Gogh.
out the colors.
I just heard a guy that's colorblind the other day. They asked him what his favorite color was. He said blue. I said, why? And he goes, it's the only one I know for sure.
I think you just described every modernism artist that is colorblind as dyslexic.
That's true.
I sent you that link about Jackson Pollock.
Yeah, that makes all kinds of sense.
Yeah, how Jackson Pollock wasn't really like a well thought of artist until the government decided to
Psyop.
to push him as a great artist or whatever.
Yeah, like they personally purchased his first few for a lot of money, and people were like, "Oh, he's good," and then it started the trend.
Yeah,
So that's the equivalent of your mommy and daddy buying your first ones.
Pretty much.
How do I do this? Because there's some art, like my mom has recently gotten into buying a lot of art, and I tell her all the time, I can paint that.
yeah,
I'm not saying that I'm really good at painting. I'm just saying
yeah.
I want one of the ones they do at the aquarium where they dip the penguin's feet in the face in the finger paint.
don't buy one. I was going to get you one for Christmas.
Aw. There's a specific penguin I want one from, or I won't accept it. I'll know his toes.
Is it rodeo?
It's Elvis. He was naughty penguin of the month, not like a bad boy.
I was going to get Holland the one where they paint the hippo's face and mash it.
Hey, so there's a I posted a picture of me when I don't
Naked.
know.
Oh.
No,
that's a calendar.
that's
That was to
over
David.
Yeah. Those were in the old DMs.
I think it was at the zoo. They used to let you ride an elephant,
Yeah.
and so I
Don't they still do that?
I don't know if they do or
Some
not.
zoos do.
Yeah,
I don't think we have any elephants anymore. The last
Yeah,
one.
the last one.
Too
was
soon.
just- yeah.
R.I.P.
Rip Tonka.
Have a moment of silence.
It's
Okay, go ahead.
hard
but so I
to
posted this
say
picture of
goodbye.
it of me riding this elephant,
2 yesterday.
Stop, I'll cry.
and and I was like, yeah, back to when I rode an elephant or whatever, and then I clipped. There's a video of this elephant that had learned to paint. Like it could paint flowers and other elephants,
It's happening.
Yeah, and so I put those two together, and I was like, yeah, I rode an elephant, and then I later taught it how to paint. And there were people that were like, "Did you really? Oh my gosh, how cool!" And I was like,
That's like you convincing people that you can tell time by the sun.
The elephant deserves all the credit. He was a quick learner.
"He was so good.
He had it in him.
Yeah,
I
he
could tell
was
by the
just-
look in his eye.
Natural artist."
Then we played rummy afterwards. A great guy.
Yep. Whenever Picasso died, he reincarnated as this elephant.
Yeah,
See, he's missing an ear.
it's Van Gogh.
Yeah, I was about to say, I know this one.
Yeah,
You said,
I was
yeah,
way
it is.
off. I knew after I said, I was like, that's fan.
You're like, oh man.
Sturgill Simpson even got a song that references it. The colors are bleeding. Where's old Van Gogh when you need him? I bet you my left ear he can't relate. That's the lyric. Yeah. Banger.
You know what he did with his ear when he cut it off?
He mailed it to his girlfriend, didn't he? Or his ex-girlfriend or whatever.
Yeah, well, she was a prostitute that he was trying to convince to be his girlfriend.
Yeah, he's like, I love you so much. Here's my ear.
yeah.
You think him and Evander Holyfield would be friends?
Well, Evander lost
Yeah,
his
his taken.
unintentionally.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but like, do you think they would join like the One Ear Club or something?
Well, yeah, they sewed.
Well, he's
Evander's
still got
back on.
yeah, he's got like a good 80% of it,
Yeah.
maybe
Speaking
more.
of him, when's that fight?
Evander Holyfield? I don't think he's fighting anymore.
He's talking about Mike Tyson.
I know, guys. I was
You just stepped all over that
Whose
joke.
side are you on?
Sorry. He looks like, how dare you?
Whoa!
What was it? Was that God ringing in?
He was telling me, he was like,
Call
hey,
him on the main line. Do
Be not-
what you want.
Anyways, they're June something.
17th is my birthday.
That's when they're fighting? Oh. I was gonna say if they're fighting on June 2nd, I gotta call Clint. I ain't gonna make it, dude. We're live streaming the.
I don't remember what the commercial was for, but remember the commercial where Tyson showed up to Evander Holyfield's house. He's like, "What do you want?" He had a box and went, "If your ear." He gave it back to him.
Well, back during COVID, there was a thing going around about it was a meme of Holyfield with a mask on it. It's only just hanging from one ear. It's all hanging down. and he responded with a video. He was like, "I got both my ears." And he's putting a mask on and showing like, "Look, see here."
They're fighting on July 20th.
July 20th.
Saturday, July 20th, 2024. That's when they're fighting.
Nice.
You can hire me for that spot if you want to. Mike Tyson or Jake Paul or Netflix, whoever.
Yeah.
Anybody.
Yeah.
Anybody, everybody. Okay. But yeah, who you guys think's going to win? We haven't talked about that in a while.
It's Mike Tyson. Sorry.
No, I agree with you. There's no sorry. I think
Yeah.
that's like that girl that made that video saying
65?
56. Are you okay over there?
Yeah, it's just Connie.
I like the press conferences they've been having. Like
Yes.
Mike Tyson just can't even take him seriously. He's like,
Yeah.
Oh, my favorite was whenever a guy was talking to Jake Paul saying, "When are you going to take a fight? Or when are you going to stop taking gimmick fights?" And Mike immediately goes, "What'd you call me?" I'm like, "Oh, you messed up, dude.
Yeah.
Messed up. Back up. Back up, Terry. Put it in reverse, Terry.
"Put it in reverse, oh Lord, Terry, oh Lord, Terry, no."
Yeah, that was. I thought, man, like you make a good point, but just you shouldn't have said that either one with Mike Tyson in the room or two when he's fighting Mike Tyson.
Yeah. Well, there, a lot of people were talking about how, Mike still hits hard, but can he go a whole fight? Blah blah blah, and they shortened it to 2-minute rounds.
I think that was more for Jake's benefit.
But still, so Mike can go.
Is it 5 rounds or 10 rounds?
Usually go 10 rounds.
But I didn't know if they're. You know what?
I don't know what they've changed the rules. I know they shortened the length of the rounds, and then Jake was wanting headgear, but they're not giving him headgear. It's an official sanctioned fight.
I would
going
want
over-
headgear also.
They're fighting for 8 2-minute rounds.
I would ask for headgear and a gun.
Yeah. Let me shoot him in the leg first.
Yeah, that'll just make him angry. You gotta go torso, dog. You seen that picture of him in them little shorts fighting that tiger, son? That Mike Tyson's still in there somewhere.
Yeah.
Dude, have you watched his training videos?
Oh, yeah.
That dog is still in there, man.
Yeah.
You got that dog in him.
Wrong one.
Oh,
I told you I hit the wrong one. I did it again.
He's back to
it one more
crazy-eyed Mike
That's what I
Tyson.
do. Like,
Yeah.
I've so many interviews where he's talked about that, like he stays on like mushrooms and stays on weed because that's the only way he can control his aggression.
Where he can keep the killer down.
Yeah, I'm like-
and they talked about how the Roy Jones fight, how he wasn't that impressive in it and blah, blah, blah. Well, Roy Jones did an interview later. He was talking about it. Like they made an agreement not to try to knock each other out. No, like headshots,
Yeah.
and stuff. And he was talking, and so it wasn't, it's an exhibition fight anyways. And it was an exhibition fight where they agreed to not try to hurt each other. So there's like all these things kind of keeping him from going all out.
yeah. I don't think he ever flipped that switch either. Because even after the fight, he was talking about, "Oh, it was so much fun. I'd like to do that again."
Yeah.
Just like
And Roy Jones still said that after all of his professional fights, the hardest he's ever been hit was in that fight with Mike Tyson.
Yeah.
Oh, they're all using 14-ounce gloves instead of the normal 10-ounce gloves.
Yeah, well, good for Jake.
Yeah.
Little soft. I'd be wanting 18-ounce gloves.
he's praying for every way he can to out cardio him.
Mike said whenever they change, he requested the change of the round length, and he said, "I wanted shorter rounds for more action."
Yeah. Mike's wanting to kill this
Welcome
guy.
to the Thunderdome.
Yeah.
He said, "If we have shorter rounds, we'll fight more action."
Yeah.
These are in quotation marks. These are direct quotes from him, and that would make me quit.
No thanks. I'm done.
Not that I would have
Jake
been.
done said he was scared.
If he's not, I'm worried.
Yeah.
That'd be a cool way to go, though, just getting decked by Mike Tyson.
Well, remember we've talked about that before. Like,
I'd want my headstone to kind of like not be set and let him put his knuckles in it as it was setting.
Oh, yeah.
So the imprint was there.
Oh, yeah.
I would want it to be like I want the picture on my headstone to be the exact moment where
Yeah, with my eyes open, like so bad that you'd like if you look at it, you hear the record scratch in your head.
Yep.
You're probably wondering how I ended up here. Like one of those moments.
You know, and the thing about boxers, the last thing that they lose is their power. And
Yeah.
I was gonna say I always get holes in the butt of mine.
we're not going back to the boxer in their briefs, okay? We're not doing this again.
Now you know what they are. All of a sudden, you're gonna start throwing around the terminology. Yeah.
Actually, whenever I opened up to search up the Mike Tyson fight, the first thing that popped up was the boxers and briefs thing, because apparently I have not searched anything since then.
He thought tidy whities were something separate from briefs last week. We had to educate him.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was like arguing with us. We're like, nah, dude. There's boxers and boxers briefs, and briefs are the
I didn't know that.
You didn't?
No.
And then there's different types of boxers.
yeah.
Well, yeah, I knew that.
Like you got some with a giant pouch in the front for certain people, and then
Yeah, by a half inch.
Go ahead and switch. Do it again. No.
You're welcome.
I will say that I did notice a large amount of women rooting for Holland at the games yesterday.
Yeah.
yeah, see, they know.
Oh, there was a bunch of them.
Whose wife was that?
That's what we want to know.
whose wife wasn't it?
You're just lucky Connie.
Hey, talk
lucky
about
Connie
women,
wasn't there.
Rooting. Look at what about Bear?
Oh, Bear did really good.
Oh yeah.
I was really
He
impressed.
on the
with him.
field and off the field.
Yeah.
From single to hitched.
Did you see that?
Yeah.
One event.
Well, like,
So they announced him over the speakers
yeah.
as being single. Well, then we go to walk around for the parade of tartans. By the time we get around, he's in someone else's tent with a woman. And we said, "What are you doing?" And I quote, the girl said, "What does it look like he's doing?"
what? So,
Bear said, I'm with my future
Yeah.
wife.
Bear said, "Meet my wife."
yeah.
And all of us were like, "What?
We're next out on the field, and Britton's like, "Yeah, Bear Kessler," and Bear goes, "Who's no longer single?"
That happened so fast."
Like, way to go,
But he
man!
can't find one in this state. They're always out of state.
Oh man!
Oh, yeah, she's from Alabama.
Who said he's doing that by accident?
It's just a 4-hour drive. So.
Yeah, he done mapped it out.
He's there right now.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Wouldn't either. He said, "I'll be there when I get off work." Guarantee
It's a
that's
lot
what he
closer
said.
than Texas, so
Yes.
He's got game. I give you that.
You know what's what's good to listen to on a road trip?
it's the hair.
What's good to listen to on a road trip?
the Iron Palace podcast.
I was
He
way
can at
off.
least get 4 hours. He can get
That's
4
good
hours.
I was
podcast.
going, I don't know, man. Led Zeppelin? I don't know.
Zeppelin is good, bro.
Well, Led Zeppelin's not on the podcast. Like, you could be. Do you want to? Led
But yeah,
Zeppelin.
Bear did do good. 3 PRs.
I thought he PR'd everything.
Well, he said he had 3 PRs.
He said,
Yeah,
Either way, he.
but he did good.
it's a whole lot better this go around.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
I don't mean this to sound as bad as it's going to sound, but he looked like an actual athlete this year.
Yeah.
Like, he looked good.
yeah.
Like he always does good in certain events. But like this year, it seemed like every event he was comfortable and everything was smooth.
Yeah.
And like, he did really good. I was
It
really
seemed
really
like
proud
he was
of him.
more relaxed this
Yeah.
time.
Yeah, he did phenomenal. Especially like, I mean, Sheaf is my favorite, so I'm definitely going to be watching Sheaf more than anything. But his Sheaf was really good.
Yeah, you are a Schiefer.
I'm a Sheafer.
You're a Schiefer.
You're a Schiefer.
I'm a Sheafer. I actually did tell Holland yesterday, right before he was going out for Sheaf, I said, "What are you going to hit today?" And he was, "Well, I hit 28 foot last year. I haven't thrown since then, so maybe 28." I said, "Listen, I won Sheaf, and you're wearing a podcast shirt, so you do not make us look bad." And he didn't. He got second.
Yeah,
so
best I could do was second.
that's, I mean,
Sheaf for
Well,
those
we're not going to
Brazilian
talk
deaf
about
kids, by the way.
Chief.
That's that's like we got up to the our last throw there
With the
and
dry bag.
Danny was like, "Hey, do you want to jump to 30?" And I was like, "Oh, sure, I guess."
that's like
Kobe.
we hit. We were at 26, and it was just me and one other guy left. And I said, "Where you want to go to?" And he goes, "I don't know. You want to go 28?" I said, "You want to make 3-foot jumps?" I said, "We can go 29, then 32." And we did. We went 29. We both hit 29, and then we went 32, and your boy came out the winner.
Nice.
I didn't miss until I went up to 34. That's the first time I missed.
I've never missed 34.
That's true.
What jumps did we do on So Wob,
Y'all made some crazy jumps.
2 foot jumps.
Wob, we came in at 12.
Yeah.
15, then we jumped to 17.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then Danny and Alan went to 19.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Because
And Alan was kissing the bar at 19.
That was
Yeah.
because your PR is what 17.6,
yeah.
17.6, and then was you were
You've hit 18 at the house.
on the
haven't you?
cusp of 19.
Yeah.
Did Danny hit 19?
Nope.
That's also
Yeah.
He had a miss at 17. I didn't.
Yeah.
dang.
Yeah.
Which I usually beat him a lot, but since
Yep.
he started spinning, he's
Yeah.
changed me out a few times.
I was really surprised, and I felt really bad for him missing 30 foot because he didn't miss it because he missed it. He missed it because he's going literally over the bar, but between the bar and the pole.
Yeah.
So he's literally threading the eye of a needle and missing it.
He was like, well, that's like he missed an earlier one
Yeah,
like that.
the same way.
And he was like, did it go over? I was like, it's inside the pole, but it was outside the
Yeah.
rope.
Which is such.
I was like,
I had a nickel for every time I said that at Holland's house.
But yeah,
he would have 15 cents, which isn't a lot of money,
Yeah.
but that's a lot of times for that.
Yeah.
to
yeah. I mean, that's like. I mean, that's
3 times I can no longer be like, oh, it was an accident.
that's a dime and a nickel. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Anyways, so yeah, I felt really bad for him because I know he was going to go up and hit some big numbers. Also, did anybody else notice that like the crowd was pretty big,
Yeah.
but very quiet?
Yeah.
Like you would try to you'd get them to clap and they'd clap for like half a second. Be like, whoa!
Yeah.
It's almost like someone's up in the front going pause. It's like you're at a golf tournament.
They were all on edge getting ready to fight over Holland. They don't have time. They were focused in.
I've seen
probably
Bear a
it.
couple times from across the field trying to get him
Yeah,
excited.
everybody was. Danny was doing it.
Yeah, Bill wasn't there
Yeah, that's probably it.
I mean, I did all I could, but
with his 6 foot bandito hat.
Y'all had the same judge I did, didn't you?
Oh, Blueberry.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I love him. The big old hat.
He's the one that bet me $5 that I couldn't one hand flip a caber, and I did it.
Speaking of which, Danny has this big oak caber that he said he's offering $300 to anybody who can turn it.
Huh.
He told us that, and I said, I'm gonna start practicing caber.
Bet.
I don't know that I'll be able to turn it, but
Yeah, Blueberry told me we were picking cabers. He said, "What about that one on the end?" I said, "I could flip that one handed." He's like, "No, you can't." I said, "Yeah, I can." He said, "Bet." I said, "All right." I picked it up. He goes, $5. I said, "Okay." So I picked it up, got it in my hand. He said, "All right, one handed." Put my other hand behind my back, took 2 steps and flipped it. Perfect 12. Looked at him. He went, "Fuck."
he pay you. Did
Yeah, he paid me.
Did he buy y'all ice cream?
No, he didn't buy me ice
Oh,
cream. He gave me $5. So
He bought us ice cream.
you didn't buy
I
us
swear he did. After we finished throwing, which of course, so I'm Wob.
but he judged everybody's group yesterday.
Yeah.
On Saturday, he was just with those guys. So,
Oh yeah.
I mean,
Well, so
it wasn't a whole lot of
on
ice cream.
Wob, I don't come in on Wob until 14.
Yeah.
Everybody missed 14. I won Wob with 1 throw. I was like, cool. Can I go up to 15-6? And then everybody, before we were going up, he said, no, I already said I want to go to 15-6. And I was walking up to go throw. And he said, all right, whenever we're done here, everybody meet me over there. I'll buy y'all ice cream. And of course, everyone starts yelling at me for taking too long now. I said, listen, I sat
Oh, they're waiting on ice cream.
Yeah. I said, listen, guys, I watched every one of y'all's throws, and I even clapped for you. You can sit over here and watch me miss this bar 3 times. I was like, I came here to throw. I did not want to throw the wob 1 time and then be done for the day. But yeah, then I missed 15-6.
I cleared 15 on Wob. I think that's the first time I've cleared it. I don't think I cleared 15 last year. I think I went out at 14. And I was like, man, I made an improvement on Wob somehow just by listening to the podcast.
It's wobbling.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I said, I need more iron pallets.
Yep. I don't have it as a sound pad yet. Bet I don't record that later.
That's right.
Anything else happened this weekend?
Oh, yeah. Special Olympics had their
There we go.
Had their state games in Nashville.
Loved the videos. I think everybody's loving them on the
I
Facebook
love
page
the
right now.
the national anthem one you posted.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
That was good.
Yeah, we get Shelly to sing that any opportunity that we can for it. She
Shelly's my hero.
oh yeah.
And I'm not saying that
She's got some
ironically.
pipes now.
He pumps up
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Everybody loves Shelly.
I want her at our next Highland game.
Yeah.
Just to be in the crowd.
Yeah, at every event that she's ever lifted at, she's ended up being a crowd favorite.
Of course she does.
Yeah, and it was cool because like Shelly and Keisha, that was their first trip to state games, and
That was Keisha's first competition altogether, wasn't it?
yeah, and it had to be the biggest one that she's going to do all year.
Yep.
And Keisha went 9 for 9.
Heck yeah.
Yeah. But like so they do the state games. They try to make it kind of like a mini Olympics. Yeah. Because there's track and field, there's swimming, there's bocce ball, powerlifting.
Bocce ball?
Bocce ball.
I did not know.
Yeah.
Ordered that at Olive Garden last time. I didn't care for it.
Yeah, Olive Garden doesn't do a good bocce ball.
Yeah, I don't like Olive Garden's bocce ball.
But but like
You're
they
here,
set
your
up
family
like
might.
a little mini Olympic village for the athletes to go through and stuff,
That's awesome.
And like Brad's an old hat at that stuff. He's been to.
I was about to say, he's been to the actual Olympics.
I mean, once you've been to the IPF World and all that stuff,
Now he just walks into this like,
yeah, he's
Y'all
like,
wish.
this isn't impressive. But now,
Brad, to be fair though, Brad kind of
I've
has that
seen
demeanor
Brad.
all the time anyway.
Well,
He
Brad is
walked
pretty
in like
laid
Rick
back.
James walked into Eddie Murphy's apartment.
putting his feet up on his couch. Yeah,
Nice place.
Brad isn't always just calm. Well, little fist bump.
yeah, he just.
I'll never be as cool as Brad.
If you go through life half as unbothered as Brad, you're
Yeah.
But
Direct quote from Brad.
I love it.
I just lift the bar.
Yeah, they were interviewing him after he got back from it was nationals in Florida.
Yeah.
And they asked him about how he, they're like, well, how do you go about it? How do you do that? He goes, I just lift the bar.
He's like the lifter Dalai Lama, the Dolly lifter, if you will.
Yeah.
The Dolly lifter.
And Brad doesn't talk next to ever unless you ask him a very specific question and he somewhat knows who you are. I just lift the bar. That's all you need.
But like seeing how excited Shelly and Keisha were doing all that stuff, it was cool. And like opening ceremonies, once again, Brad's been through all kinds of opening ceremonies. He's been through legit opening ceremonies. So he's like back there yawning, whatever.
Like, oh, I remember the time I came here the first time.
I remember when this stuff used to excite me.
Lighting a cigarette.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't smoke in here?
Walk around. Oh, don't lose your childish charm.
And Shelly's like, I bet there's over 1,000 people in here. And she spoke to every one of them.
Oh yeah.
It was awesome.
Well, that first maid I went to when she was leaving her lift, buddy, she high-fived everybody and talked to everybody. I loved it.
We were at Coach and Power Partners the other day, and I walked in. I told Holland, I said, "I'm glad you got to see me today." And she thought that was the funniest thing. She goes, "Yeah, we are too."
Yeah. She hit a lifetime PR on deadlift, and she did her deadlift, and she's celebrating. She's all excited just because she did it. Chip walked up and was like, "Shelly, that was a lifetime PR. Talk about celebrating going to a next level." It was like, I wish that I had filmed that.
I'm
Was at a
surprised.
6, but now I'm at a 10.
I'm surprised she didn't say, "I had 2 more in me."
Yeah,
That's,
that felt easy.
yep, that's what she says every time she's at the gym. Any weight that Chip puts on the bar for, she's like, "I had 2 more in me."
Yeah.
Can we put some weight on the bar? This is so easy. Chip had her do, was it 20s the other day? She's doing incline press with 20-pound dumbbells. She did like 8. And she set them down. She said, "I had 2 more in me." And Chip said, "Have you done the 20s before?" She said, "I've done the 25s."
Chip's got to watch to make sure she doesn't lift too much weight.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, she'll lift it all if you give her the opportunity.
Yeah.
Speaking of opportunity, Holland, you got an ad?
Oh, well, yes. I was going to read one of my prepared ads, but I'm just going to read it.
You're going to pull a Dave?
Well, I just want to talk about NutriFit a little.
Let him rip, dude. Let her rip, Tater Chip.
So you brought Chambly some of that NutriFit Carnage.
I did, yeah.
Well, I decided I was going to take a little scoop of it.
He dabbled.
I dabbled a little, and I have to say I was impressed. I mean, that right there kicked off second place in Sheaf.
Yep.
That bag was flying after that. I was really impressed with that pre-workout. I didn't get the jittery butterfly, sick to your stomach feeling that I get from a lot of pre-workouts.
Sounds like I need Iron Palace and NutriFit.
Hey,
You do.
I recommend both.
But what else does he get if he does it?
But if you go to NutriFit and you use a promo code Caleb C Day, you get a discount.
I get a discount?
Yeah,
I know what I'm doing tomorrow.
Also supports the pod.
it does.
It does.
It does?
The sticker on your bottle, bought by people buying NutriFit.
Yeah.
Yeah, every so many we get a kickback.
Yeah. I can do that.
For clarity.
Not for charity, clarity. We are the charity.
We may be a
We are
charity
charity.
case.
Yeah. Buy our stuff, please.
Yeah, please. But yeah, I have a So I can firsthand speak highly of the NutriFit Carnage.
It's a NutriFact.
NutriFact. Yes,
You think they got something for focus?
they do.
Prove it.
Man, yesterday I was focused like a laser.
Let's do another product read because that was fun last time.
It was. That NutriFit pump supplement. What was it called?
Pump cap. Or hold on. Hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on. Let me find it.
I ordered some.
So the pre-workout
The pump caps, the bloodlust pump caps, or Carnage pump.
If we could push enough, do you think they'll name one after Holland?
Oh, come on, NutriFit.
If you're listening.
The flavor could be called Mill Savage.
All right. Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah, it'll sell out.
Not bad.
Because
All
I'll
right.
tell my mom and she'll buy all of it.
Meal seepage.
Yeah. It also fights a yeast infection.
Guaranteed.
That's meal seepage.
Smell the saps.
Just makes your arm hurt, doesn't it?
So the NutriFit we'll read today is the NutriFit Phage, their test booster.
My test just got boosted.
Fuel your fire, transform strength and stamina. Unleash your peak, elevate your limits with Phage. I really hope I'm saying that right, but
It's Fage.
I was about to say.
It's French.
You get it at Target.
Anyways, behold, Phage, a dark concoction created to seize dominance and power. This creation of sinister mastery awakens testosterone and virility. Yeah, that's the right word. Helps enhance lean muscle mass and strength, increases libido and desire, and controls excess estrogen levels. As Phage courses through your being, it orchestrates a malevolent symphony that doesn't just shape the form, it commands the very essence of true masculinity. Embrace the symbiotic surge. Choose Phage where power, masculinity, and dominance converge in a wicked alliance.
I love Jesus. I ain't ordering that.
So if I were to take that, I could move from the world's second to the world's greatest lover, probably.
Yeah. But if you take that, like Dave said, probably don't go near a church for 24 hours.
Only one way. We got to find him, and you boys have a love off.
And Dave's the judge.
Yep. Hey, and I'm not afraid to get in there and separate you guys up. You start fighting dirty either. All right. We run a clean game.
Bring it up.
We run a clean game. All right. Quit biting his ear.
And Dave's got to wear that half singlet he talked about.
Whoa. Whispering's off limits. We said no whispering.
You whisper to me, not him.
Yeah.
I judge the whispers, not him.
Respect the safe word. Nice rear naked choke from Holland.
Hey, you guys want to hear a tip of the day?
Sure.
Sure.
We got a Yeti about to tear down the studio.
Yeah, we'll do the tip of the day to give the Yeti
It's
a break.
the rut.
He's in
The
full
Yeti
rut.
It's a rutting Yeti.
I thought I smelled some extra musk in here.
If there's a rutting Yeti, all you do, don't move.
The first thing he did when he came in was establish a pee corner.
So the tip of the day, if you can't remember someone's name, just call them Champ. Chances are they will love it, and you will sound super supportive. I'm not going to lie. If I do not remember someone's name, my go-to term is Bud.
I give him. I big dog the hell out of him.
I did, but a lot of people are using Big Dog, so I switched to Bud.
I switch
Everybody
out
uses Bud.
big dog and big shoots.
Bud.
Big shoots.
I don't do big shoots because that just seems really obvious. So Bud is.
I might have
What's
to
going on,
start with
Bud?
Champ.
What's going on, Bud? Bocephus, bruh.
Bruh.
Oh, the occasional bruh.
I might have to use Champ.
Champ's
I like
a good
that
one.
I like that one.
Yeah.
Handsome. Also use that.
I do use that one often. That's my, like, if I don't know what to say, but I know the person,
Yes.
and it's like to avoid the awkward, what are you doing?
Nothing handsome.
Yeah, I just say, what's going on, handsome? And usually they don't have a comeback. They go, they give you like the sarcastic point back, or they'll say, nothing about you, and then we just proceed.
Or the nod.
Yeah, no. Usually people have more to say. If you call them handsome, they got more than a nod coming at you. Usually.
More of a what?
Holland just usually knows it. So if you say, what's going on, handsome? He says, I know.
He just blows smoke out of his nose like Chevy Chase and Caddyshack. That's how he says hello.
It's a rutting cougar over there.
That's like this girl I was dating one time. She busted out the "I love you," and I was just like, I can't say this back, So she was like, "I love you," and I was like, "I can't blame you."
I love me too. What's not to love?
Classic. I get it. I get it.
I love me too.
Makes sense.
Yeah. How could you not? I'd be concerned if you didn't.
Sleeping in a very cold room. I had a girl hit me one time with, "What are we?" After she complained about being cold for an hour. I said, "I guess we're freezing."
I don't have any stories like that.
Yeah, I don't have any of those.
Me neither.
Yeah.
And I can't talk about my Navy days, so
I bet those dudes were hot.
I wasn't on a submarine.
I was about to say, I know someone.
though.
I knew someone was about to say it.
Who wants to go below deck and play submarines?
I was not a bubble.
Who's going under today?
Down Periscope.
Which was an underrated movie.
Yeah, Down Periscope.
Yes, it was.
Did you ever see it, Caleb?
No.
Missing
For
out.
shame.
Yes.
For shame.
It's got Fraser in it.
Yeah.
You know what? It's like an overrated movie, but also underrated.
I'm
is
intrigued.
Heavy Metal Jacket.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Like, great movie. First half of it only.
Full Metal Jacket.
Full Metal Jacket. What'd I
Full
say?
Metal Jacket.
Heavy Metal Jacket.
Yeah.
Y'all agreed with me, so
I didn't.
I was just like,
I'm pointing at these two.
I knew what you were talking
Yeah.
about.
See,
so, I
some
mean,
people are just nice,
Look,
Dave.
Yeah.
I try to respect great directors like Alan, Kubrick, all the greats.
Anyways,
Misnomer.
any who's or what's her. Great movie for the first half of it. You ever watch the full movie?
Yeah.
I,
Oh, I like the second half of it.
I didn't
too.
like
It
the
was good.
second. It gets really boring.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, that's funny.
Pure Alabama black snake right here.
It's got funny parts, but it's not as good as suck a golf ball through a garden hose.
Well,
you know,
it depends on if you were the garden hose.
The fact that you said, after that line.
It's tougher than it sounds.
It's not that easy.
and then Michael here, right? Right?
Titleist works better than TaylorMade, but you can get them through.
Tell him, Dave.
Yeah, you want the soft. If you get the hardcores, no.
You need that flex hose.
yeah.
You got to get a quality hose for it. You get the one at the big lots, it ain't that good.
Yeah.
Anyways, what
No,
were
what I
you saying?
was it's of Arlie Ermy.
What?
Harley Army.
Oh,
Yeah.
I just heard a mumble. I was like,
I was like, surely you know. I mean, the guy.
I was going to say, put your hands
You know, he
out.
was never really a gunny.
Oh, I did not.
He
know
got
that.
he got promoted because of the movie.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he got an honorary promotion to gunny
I just.
by the president.
I was just gonna say that they brought him on as a consultant.
Yeah,
I think Marlon Wayans should have after a major pain.
Yeah, for sure.
Nah, he's sensitive on Twitter.
Is he?
Yeah.
Just because he blocked you does not mean he's sensitive.
Man,
I heard he's in a little bit of trouble too.
Good.
Like, don't mind Dave.
The one little kid that was in that movie with him.
yeah.
Yeah, there's some issues going on there.
Ooh.
Yeah, he's come out with the whole P Diddy things and everything.
Hey.
Yeah,
So it turns out Dave was on the right side of history on Twitter, huh?
Hey, speaking of P Diddy, did you see that video come out where he beat up his girlfriend? And,
oh yeah, he
Oh, okay.
Beat
Not the
the
video I thought
crap
you were
out of
talking
her.
about.
yeah. So like, she'd come out.
she didn't say it again.
She did. She whispered it.
but
She
she
put
came
some
out
respect on it after that.
and filed charges
looked
though. But
both
then he
ways
was
for
like, he was cleared or whatever. And then the video comes out.
Yeah,
And he was like, no, but, you know, of course, when he was fighting, he was like, oh, that never happened. I never did it, blah, blah,
Yeah.
blah. Then the video comes out and he was like, I'm sorry. He was like, I feel bad for that.
So,
oh,
whoops.
shoot, man.
Yeah.
Whoopsie.
That's been one of my VR chirps now since the whole Diddy thing. It used to be Epstein, but now that Diddy thing's out, if I'm dog fighting on VR and somebody's really bad, I'll be like, look, dog, if you don't start flying better than that, you're never going to get the Diddy gig. All right?
There's a guy yesterday or Saturday, I competed Saturday, he kept laughing at me all day saying something. Then finally he looked at me, he goes, he kept saying no homo. Because I wore a strong and pretty shirt last year, and he goes, hey, strong and pretty, no homo. But then later he went to go, he goes, no Diddy. He looked at the one black guy. Hey, Kayshawn, is that right? No Diddy? I was like, why'd you look at him? It got really
That's
uncomfortable.
problematic.
Yeah, it got really uncomfortable really quick when I said that. No, whatever, man.
Yeah.
So, Mike,
Yeah,
got any dogs?
I think you only ask that once a podcast, can you?
yeah. It's like you can't repeat that question.
Dave, what are you doing?
Waiting on you to change the record.
Hey, speaking of the games,
Yeah.
I heard several people mention the podcast.
Yeah, actually.
Yeah. Like, they're like, hey, man, because I wore.
Hey, I put the big podcast sticker right on the back of my box where everybody
Yep.
could see it.
There were several people like, hey, man, I like your podcast. Hey, you're part of the Iron. I'm like, yeah. Oh, yeah. Thanks for listening. Have a sticker. I already got one from yesterday. And I was like, oh, Caleb's already.
I forgot I had them in my. I brought them. Whenever I was getting ready to leave the house, I put them in the box. I was like, all right, I'm gonna hand these out to everybody. And then I get there. We're like 3 events in. Dude comes over like, hey, have a sticker. And I went, I'll trade you. So, so now I'm passing them out to everybody. I was like, judges, volunteers. I was like, hey man, check it out. Check it out. I was like, what do you guys talk about? Like,
What don't we
Yeah.
talk about?
Only one way to find out.
yeah, I tried that once and someone got upset. They said, what do you guys usually talk about on there? I said, tune in and find out. They go, or you could tell me.
We only talk about you. Don't listen to the old stuff.
Legitimately, I want to know, and you're not answering.
Yeah, I know. I was like, after that dude got somewhat upset about it, I was like, he kind of has a point.
By law, you have to tell me now. Like if you're wearing a wire.
If you're an undercover cop, you have to tell me.
Yeah, listen here, government boy.
Government boy.
Literally, dudes talks about being in the Navy over here. Literally.
I don't know.
right.
Some
Literally.
more trustworthy.
Literally.
Little wee.
Yeah.
But that's
The
what I
Navy
was,
guys weren't a part of MK Ultra.
But I was handing stickers out Saturday, like all the powerlifting coaches and everything. I was like, here, have a sticker. Listen to our podcast.
Yep.
You might learn something.
What do you say? Here's what I'm going to know. Let's go one at a time. Dave, what do you say whenever someone asks you what... Does anybody even ask you what we talk about?
Not
Do they know
really.
better?
I feel like
Sign language.
Yeah, if they're asking me,
What do you guys talk about? Portuguese sign
yeah,
language.
I thought about that as I was saying it.
I'd probably tell them. I mean, they try to talk about.
Because I thought about that
We
as I was
start
saying it. Is, if people know Dave and they're going to ask, what do you guys talk about? Never mind. I know.
I'll just ask Caleb.
But do people
What did
ask
Dave
you?
say?
Occasionally at work, like when I'm like, "Hey, look up our podcast. What do you guys talk about?" I'm just like, anything.
And that's a solid answer.
I was like, we try to have on guests that are fitness oriented, but we kind of talk about anything. It's like locker room talk.
yeah, that's
That's why I
why.
describe it.
Well, it's like Chad. Whenever we had Chad Clark on, he thought it was going to be like this in-depth, awkward interview, but it was really just 4 dudes chilling.
It's locker room talk. A lot of
Locker
nude
room
men. A lot of chill conversation.
Warm room.
Yeah.
Very warm room.
Slight perspiration.
I need to cut a hole in that rug over there so we can get the vent unlocked here, but
You need a portable air
I
conditioner.
feel like a godless Jezebel every time my thighs stick to this couch.
that's why I don't want to.
That's why you want Holland next to you.
Yeah.
Well, every time they leave, I can tell who got closer to who because I can see the sweat marks. So, anyways, Holland, what do you say when people ask you?
I tell people like we're loosely based in strength sports, but we don't stay there very long.
Strong word and loose.
Yeah, that's usually what I say. Like we usually stay around strength sports. I say loosely fitness.
That's the harbor this ship's leaving.
I wouldn't say
Is that where
leaving.
the anabolic come in?
We're heading to parts unknown.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say leaving, but we're more like harbor adjacent. We can still see it. We're just not.
We
not
set
at
sail
it.
for strength, but the sirens get us every time, boys.
But yeah, that's usually what I say. I was like, I feel weird saying
You
fitness.
keep it on your logo.
Oh yeah, I feel weird saying fitness because we're kind of far. Like we have our moments. Well, last week's episode we kind of got more into fitness than we have in probably
Depends on how
like
you use
the
the word.
last 30. Not the way you're thinking it, Navy boy. But
That's the way I was thinking it the entire time.
anyways, but yeah,
Hey,
Like a shirt.
Appreciate it. I'll die on these colors.
there was a guy
that's a good
yesterday.
year.
There was a guy yesterday asked who all's on
The
it.
year my dad was born, I think.
That was the year I was born.
Sick. Did we just become best friends?
Actually, hold on, wait a minute. Y'all two look a lot more alike than you and your dad do.
What's up, son?
Dad says all the time. When somebody's like, "Is that your son?" He goes, "That's what his mom tells me." It's his go-to answer.
But yeah, someone asked me Saturday who all's on the podcast, and I told them our names. Said it's me, Holland, and my buddy Dave. 'Cause everybody knows Holland and me. It's in our circles, but no one knows Dave yet. Dave's
Yet.
slowly working his way.
Yeah, he's working his way in.
Yeah. It's like
Dip my
those.
toe in the pool.
It's like those Venn diagram things, like where the circles overlap. He's slowly becoming the overlap. But anyways,
Now we just got to get him to compete.
yeah, we're doing it. Not in Highland games yet, but yeah.
Okay.
Anyways, so I tell them me, Holland, and Dave, and they go, "Oh, so like, what do you guys compete in, or what do you guys do?" I said, "Well, me and Holland both do Highland games, powerlifting, and strongman." They go, "What about the other guy?" I said, "He's the other guy."
He talks shit.
I said, "He's the guy to keep me and Holland from getting too boring in strength sports conversation."
Yeah, our first couple that it was just us, we got a little dry.
Yeah, I don't even.
I think you just did one, didn't you?
I think it was just one because I think the second one after that was the first one with Dave because I think
Oh, maybe it was.
was it 2? I thought it was 1, and then we did one with Dave. I think the second episode was Frank Sharp. No. Yeah. Second episode was Frank Sharp.
Yeah.
I think so. I'll check after this because my phone's busy. But either way,
He's gonna try to this revisionist history stuff he tried, like when he photoshopped that freaking.
We'll never do
TikTok.
another one without Dave.
that's true. But
I'll do one without me.
here's an interesting question that I was asked Saturday that I didn't have an answer to, and I feel like everybody minus Dave can answer this
Where did
question.
babies come from?
No, I still don't know that, and that's the investigation.
The stork brings them.
I knew it. I knew it. Anyways, this guy asked me
Ever
what.
watch Dumbo?
This guy asked me what's the base level or base strength level for Highland games. My answer was I don't think there is one. If you've got got the technique over strength, you'll beat me almost every time.
Yeah. Well,
Just strong enough to not injure yourself.
I mean, not that Jeremy Robinson isn't
He was my
strong.
exact example.
Yeah, not that he isn't strong because
Yeah.
he is.
Oh, he's strong.
But Jeremy Robinson's technique is so good.
Oh, yeah.
That
Yeah.
I've never beat him. Like, I'm stronger than Jeremy. I know that. But his
Beat him in
technique,
chief.
a foot taller than him.
I've beat him in sheaf a couple of times, but that's it. And it's usually not by much.
Yeah.
But he's a foot shorter than me.
Yeah.
And he's only probably
He was there,
220.
If that, yeah.
He's a Sagittarius.
Yeah, but he's so good.
Yeah. I've never beat him. Never even came close.
He showed up there at the end of the day to help us load everything up.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the caber.
I would have got
that everybody
third
was-
yet. I would have got third Saturday.
Well, the caber everybody was having a hard time with, he picked it up and flipped it.
The one no way turned, he turned it.
The pro caber?
The caber, the ace tried to turn, he turned
Yeah, that was the pro caber.
Yeah, he turned
it.
it.
Long, squeaky
Yeah.
that had no taper on the bottom?
What are you guys
No,
talking
not that
about?
No, we used the one that didn't have a taper.
No, it was the one that had the little crook neck in it.
Oh no, we didn't use that
The
one.
end.
No, we used the one.
That was the one that you guys used, and we used.
I'm not saying I would have turned the one you're talking about. I'm just saying we didn't try that one.
I just want an hour of you guys describing capers.
That thing
You're
was,
welcome.
That thing was whippy.
That's
No,
for
I'm
the
trying to
Patreon.
They scare me in person. I prefer it like pop-up book format.
And then still you're like, ah.
I've got a library of softcore pornography that is just pop-up
Finally had
books.
him out there for a second.
Dude,
You stumped him for just a split second.
I was just picturing a library of softcore pornographic pop-up books, and it made me chuckle. It's like,
why are you smiling at me when you say that?
It's like a collection, like the Gold Spine books you were a kid. Charlie's first smut books.
I've had a lot of those in Braille.
Volume 4 will give you pink eye.
Well, so much for having a fitness conversation because that went out the window awfully quick.
Well, you let Dave into the conversation.
I didn't let Dave. I started the conversation out saying, I think all of us could answer this, but Dave.
One of your top 8 throwers last year was he could throw lightweight.
Yeah,
Who? Jeremy?
I'm trying to remember his name.
He threw it backyard. He just crushed hammer. What was his name?
Doug.
Yes,
Same story with A.
AA Ron.
I know who you're talking about, but I can't remember his name.
What?
But yeah,
Doug Applebottom.
there's been so many A throwers. There's even been B throwers that are a lot smaller than me that weigh lightweight
Yeah.
range and beat me every time.
Yeah.
What, Daniel Goulet,
He
he's
did good.
a light guy.
He did good. And he's 40, isn't he?
Yeah.
I believe Daniel's real name.
Daniel Goulet has
Goulet.
back several years ago. He was
We actually need to get him on the
when he was
podcast.
he was really serious about throwing. Man, he hit some huge numbers.
Oh yeah, like he was. Whenever I beat him in Sheaf Saturday, he even said, "I'd put that on your wall," and I thought he was joking. It's like being that guy, like, "Yeah, I'd put that on your wall. It's a big deal to beat me in Sheaf." I was like, I started laughing. He goes, "No, seriously." Like he said, Garrett Blackman hasn't beat me in
Yeah,
Sheaf.
Daniel Goulet is legit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
But he's been throwing since he was 15.
true.
but he's really good. But yeah, I mean,
And he's not jacked. He's not.
He's a spinner though, isn't he?
yeah,
Yeah.
he spins for Wob. He
Spins for sheep.
he did crack me up on Wob. He's like he got up for Wob. He's talking about how he only hits 14 on occasion on a Wob, and he spins, hits 14 like his first throw, and he goes, "Dang it!" I said, "What, dude? You hit it?" And he goes, "Now I got to do it again." He said, "I was ready to be done." Or he hit 13. Sorry, no one hit 14, but he hit 13. But God, it was funny.
Yeah, Goulet's he's a trip.
Speaking of which, shout out to Daniel because he was I don't think this ever came up with anybody in this room until Saturday because I forget about it too. Is someone asked if I hook grip, and I said no, I can't hook grip, and Daniel looked at me and like as dead serious as he could be, and he said, "You are on a strength podcast and you can't hook grip." I said, "Dude, it's not for the reasons you think." He said, "Why?" I said, "I ain't got no I've only got like one thumb knuckle." Like, look
I
at
only got one.
everybody listening. No, hold on. Everybody listening. Can you touch the other side of your hand with your thumb? All right. Point being, I can't.
You're not trying hard enough.
Look.
You can't with that attitude.
Look right here. So,
How was that attitude?
Yeah, your thumb bends like this. My thumb don't bend right here.
Can't, never
I can
could
do
do,
that, but I have to,
nothing.
like-
That's right. That's good podcasting.
Do you
Holland.
see the bend right here in your thumb? Look at it. That's not there.
Because you're holding it straight.
I'm not holding it straight, dude. That it does not bend.
Look,
can't
don't
do it
get mad
either.
at me. We're trying to walk you through this.
Look, this
We're
is-
trying to make you a better athlete.
This is not an OJ.
You're good. With my help,
This
you
is
can
not
be
an
the best.
OJ trying to put his hand in the glove situation.
Look, I can't do it either.
Little
Look.
don't fit. You must have quit.
T-Rex hands.
Look, dog. Like it don't.
You can
it-
never be Spider-Man. Oh wait, he does it this
There
way.
you
does
go.
it this way.
I was going to let you figure it out on your own.
Yeah, it's one-
What do you think Spider-Man does?
I don't know. I never paid that much attention to how Spider-Man did his.
You
I
can't be
just knew there
Spider-Man.
was something that he pressed in his hand.
I mean, there was something you pressed in your hand when you had the silly string spider shooters from Walgreens. Those were pretty dope.
That's true.
Yeah.
I bought mine at Walmart, but they had a little attachment that went up here, so
Yeah.
you still did this.
And Holland claims to be well read.
Yeah, I'm seriously lacking in my Marvel comics.
Yeah, I'll say.
That is Marvel.
Yeah, I
right?
hate grip.
It is. Yeah, all the good ones are Stanley, Marvel. Well, most of the good ones.
You said that is Marvel, right?
I was making sure that it wasn't,
DC.
Yeah, or wasn't there another?
Dark Horse.
The only one I know from Dark Horse is Hellboy.
The Watchmen. Are also
Oh, that is Dark Horse.
yeah.
I forgot about that.
The only two I know is Marvel and DC.
I don't know who you're thinking of, but
Holland's my superhero.
Aw.
what would be your symbol if you were a superhero?
You don't know.
That's why I didn't ask you, Dave.
Earmuffs, Mom.
Let's go back to the Triceratops discussion.
Be a Triceratops, but just the third horn.
Yeah. That's a funky looking mushroom.
What is that? Shiitake?
Yeah. No?
Anyways, Holland, did you want to answer the question? Or
I don't know. I've never considered what my superhero emblem would be.
all right, I'll give you time to think about it. Mike, what would yours be?
Yeah.
Well, what would your superpower be?
We've talked about that. Oh, let's play it again, though. That's always fun.
Yeah.
What's your superpower? But then we got to give you a negative. Mike, you go first.
Invisibility.
All right. What's this negative?
Well, Dave, I thought you were going to have one on that.
You make one of them high pitched mosquito noises like that text alert that only children could hear.
I'm pretty sure that came up the last time we played this game.
Probably.
Okay, you can be invisible, but only when you're naked.
Yeah. Yeah, you got to take your clothes off.
That's like on a.
Where'd he go? I don't know. His shorts are right here though.
There's clothes.
Yeah, you just pull like the left behind. Just close
You got to
it
wait
there.
for him not looking and take your clothes off.
Well, that's what Kel did on what's the movie? I love this movie and I can't remember it. Where they're all superheroes. It's got Ben Stiller.
I don't know, man.
Oh,
I went outside in my youth.
Yeah.
This is really upsetting because I love this movie.
I know what you're talking about. What's her name? Had the bowling ball with the skull
Yes.
in it.
yes.
Yeah.
Anyways, Dave,
I would want to be totally untraceable to the federal government.
but you're fully traceable to Russia's government.
Fine with me. Putin's got no reason to hate me yet.
Yet. Actually, you probably are on his wanted list, but like not the bad wanted list.
He's like, we've been bringing Seagal over here. Why are we not bringing this guy? Yeah.
Speaking
Look
of
at him.
Seagal,
He could probably run normal.
Yeah. You ever watch Steven Seagal run?
No.
He runs like a girl. Like, look it up on YouTube. There's compilations of him.
Have you seen the run challenge on TikTok
I don't think so.
where you have to bring up your arm and your leg at the same time?
Oh, yeah.
And run instead of running opposite.
Oh,
How you
yeah,
do this?
no.
Yeah, try to run that way.
You should try to run like Steven Seagal. It's terrible.
We should. We could do that after this is over.
Steven Seagal runs like Jack Sparrow, but not as cool.
I agree.
He's like high stepping, but instead of his arms,
Well,
like he's
see,
kind of flails.
I guess that's probably why you don't see him run in his movies.
Yeah. Well,
So like a
that,
T-Rex?
and he's about 500 pounds now.
Yeah.
But even in his youth, he still ran like a lady.
Mystery Man.
Yes.
Mystery Man, yes.
I kept trying to say the other guys, but I know that's not it.
That's that mob movie with
The one I can't wait to
No,
see.
that's the
one with
cop
the-
movie.
yeah.
Yeah, the other guys
What-
was Will Ferrell, Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah,
Their
what-
jobs.
The other guys, yeah.
Aim for the bushes.
What
There wasn't even an awning.
There's no bushes down there.
You, me. Thanks for the shack. Dirty Mike and the boys.
Yeah, when was your last desk pop?
The band at the church my dad used to go to, the bass player was named Mike, and I said it enough that people started referring to that band as Dirty Mike and the Boys.
What movie am I thinking of? Vin Diesel's in it. It's a kind of a mob.
Fast and the
Notebook.
Furious.
We're not on those websites, buddy.
No, not
Riddick.
no, it's like knock around guys or something.
Whoa. That sounds like a Navy movie.
It is not a Navy movie.
Oh man,
Knock around, comma, guys? Question mark.
Well, like an invitation and a statement. Maybe. Nah, I was just a kid. That's me neither. Really?
Narnia.
really?
The Chronicles of Narnia.
So, Holland, what's your power?
I want
Animal magnetism.
yes.
He already has that.
The side effect.
Yeah, I
is all
was about to say,
the
that's not a
ex-husbands hate
superpower.
him.
He already has it.
Yeah, it is knock around guys.
I told you guys it was knock around, guys. Quit making fun of my boy. Yeah, right.
But whatever. That's neither here
We'll
nor
move
there.
on.
I think I will go with I want Wolverine's healing factor.
Ooh,
That's a good
speaking
one.
about Wolverine, I want to see that.
Every time you heal, though, you
Yes.
shit your pants.
That is from any injury. Like stub my toe. Oh, ow! Oh, no! I got to change drawers.
But it doesn't work if you're on the.
It's uncontrollable.
Yeah, it doesn't work if you're on the toilet. Like you have to do it in your pants.
You're cutting your fingernails and you cut one a little too short and you got to pull the hangnail.
Yeah, you're like
Those pants are ruined.
oh no.
And it's not proportional. Every time it is the same explosive amount.
But think of how handy that would be. If someone says, "Shit your pants or I'll shoot." Okay, shoot me.
Or you can turn it to your catchphrase, like when you finish the fight, be like, "Shit on you, cuz." Caleb?
I don't know.
It's okay. We'll wait.
I think I would still want to say teleportation, but I picked that last time. Let's just say fly. Let's just go with fly.
Fly.
How can I make that minorly inconvenient?
Yeah, that's the trick. You can like easily ruin it, but
You have the same safety standards as Boeing.
same.
You can't. You land like an albatross.
No,
He's like the flies like the greatest American hero.
So therefore, I can only fly once.
What was
like the
his?
Jimmy
If he
Buffett
seen
of-
red, it took all of his powers away.
You're like the Jimmy Buffett of heroes. You stay at the coast at all times. Everybody's like, why is he so obsessed with the beach? It's the only safe place to land. Huh?
Yeah.
But, I mean, Jimmy Buffett turned that into an empire, so it's not all bad.
Worked out great for him. Speaking of albatross,
Mike, did you say yours?
Yeah.
Okay.
Invisibility.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
You
I
get
have to
that.
be naked.
You get the or the. You're just around.
call it both.
Okay, he can go invisible, but every time he takes a step, he always finds the creaky floorboard. You can still see his shadow. Invisible, you can still see his shadow.
He's the opposite of a vampire. You can always see his reflection, even when he's invisible.
That's why there's no mirrors in my house.
I get it. All right, boys. Well, I think that's going to wrap us up for the day.
Well, fine.
Anybody got anything to add before we shut her down?
Do I? Sure. Will I?
That's probably best.
Yeah.
All right, the quote from the day is, "Strength does not come from winning. Your struggles develop your strengths. When you go through hardships and decide not to surrender, that is strength." Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yep.